Welcome to overview of the CBE Compass. The CBE Compass is a decision-making tool for leaders in higher education to help make choices and decisions about competency-based education for their institution. Now, the same tool can also be used for other stakeholders. However, this particular overview will focus on leaders in institutions and making leadership decisions. You'll find that there are similarities between the needs of these groups, such as administrators, faculty, and students. However, there are also nuances and various perspectives that other iterations of this tool will help with those processes. Now, this tool is organized around key decision questions related to competency-based education. Just like a compass provides a directional way of looking at things in a navigational standpoint, this tool also provides a navigational aid for leaders in higher education around making decisions for competency-based education. The goal is to provide a quick diagnostic analysis for a leader and not necessarily a detailed item-by-item review of making decisions. And it certainly won't make decisions for leaders. So here I want to walk through several example screens of what would be in the CBE Compass. You'll notice it first starts with a welcome screen, welcoming the leader and ask them to begin ranking their problems or challenges that competency-based education is being considered to address at their institution. And so they would be able to drag and drop certain items in an order that would relate to their order of importance at a particular institution. Once they complete the questions, they would go on to the next question, and this is a very similar question where they would prioritize their goals for CBE at their institution. We would also add in the ability for sliders that provide sort of a vector of accepting or resistance to a certain statement, such as shown in this example. You'll also notice that there is a progress indicator as well as tabs where the leader could jump between the questions if they need to reflect on them in different ways. Here is another example for what is the institutional or program readiness for competency-based education, referring here to peoples, processes, and resources. And the person filling this out can slide each of these elements on the screen to indicate their level of readiness or not readiness. And this question is getting at who is going to be impacted by CBE, and this is in some regards is dynamic based on the institution or could be customized a bit for that. So as the leader goes through and completes these questions, this will actually, in this particular screen, will take each of those stakeholders and rank and determine the level of impact that each of CBE will have on those stakeholders. Once again, there's a level of rating going on here. And then once all the questions have been completed and analyzed, the results page will present an overall readiness for CBE at an institution based on the output that the tool provides, as well as recommend a few different models for CBE, particularly displaying multimedia, such as videos, where the leader can go and learn a little bit more about what other institutions are doing based on the specific questions that and their responses to those questions that apply to their institution. And so this is a prototype screen of what that might look like. And then the final screen is an action plan. So once the leader learns about the different models and their particular readiness based on just these few simple questions, this action plan gives specific direction of where the leader might begin implementing these initiatives at their own institution. Now, the thing to remember about the CBE Compass, just like a compass for navigational purposes, it doesn't make decisions for you. What it does is it highlights key questions or things that the leader may want to think about and recommends a general course of action. Every institution is going to be a little different and will require very critical analysis skills for each institution. The culture plays a large role in this. However, this CBE Compass will provide a good first step to helping understand the role that CBE will play in any given campus or university culture.